sure that we're going to have a very well-rounded show this morning. Frank?
Yes, we always do that.
Yes.
And we make sure we do. I think one thing we do here, we need to explain it because people don't understand. We do the military approach to things that we do here. Everything has to be well. In fact, it's like we're going to do an invasion.
Indeed.
So we plan very well. Logistics A and B and all the so. It's going to be a good outing again today.
Yeah, you know that we're still having our countdown to now Ekona Fest.
I like those our families there.
Exactly.
Yes.
So I like the smiles that are going around because we have questions. Yeah. We want to believe that we'll be getting answers to those questions, and of course, we just want to use this opportunity to just enlighten our audience again. You were hearing the jingles about it, but definitely Lagos is getting geared up to host 36 states, including the federal capital, come 7th of November. So that's just 4 days away.
Yes,
so countdown. We have reached 4 days now. So get ready for what Lagos has packaged and put together for your own listening, for your entertainment, for your education, because you'll be learning about all these various geopolitical zones of Nigeria, and in particular the particular states.
And let me just give you out and everybody. The Nigerian military. We're showing up at NAFTA.
Whoa!
It's something that I'm saying because over time, there's this strained relationship. There's a new approach. Then I say, look, we're Nigerians, we're for Nigeria, and of course, they're in charge of our security architecture.
Yes.
So, and we can't do culture without having security. So they're coming in. They're also the three sister services. We're going to have the Army, Navy, and the Air Force showcasing. Their relationship with with the Nigerian civil population. Yeah. So this is the first time out in the history of that fair that we're having the military, even though they're doing a lot. And of course, for me, historically, I know that the military has done so much for tourism than maybe the civilian government.
Absolutely.
But things are changing. And of course, Lagos, taking the way. But let me not speak for Lagos.
We have somebody that will speak for Lagos.
Yeah, so we'll get there. We will discuss it.
Also, it's interesting to note that Naihoto, they are making a big return, on a long stretch this time around, and a STEP project, that is targeting the young persons and making millionaires out of them. You want to stay tuned to this show to be able to find out what that STEP project is about. Well, we'll go on a break now. When we come back, we are hitting the ground running with this show. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Lagos State's hotel and hospitality owner, manager and investor. Are you troubled and need help? Then come over to Hotel Owners and Managers Association of Lagos, HOMAL. We provide you hospitality growth opportunities and counseling on prosperity, and also help you mitigate difficult hospitality trade barriers. At HOMAL, we do more. Deploy on our experience to take care of your interest. Always located at Resort Court, 15 Chief Yusufu Abiodun Road, Uyiru, Victoria Island. Call 081-872245 or 0812-425-5995 for more information. HOMAL, your interest, our mission.
Make we hear first from our water. Our water now we party, no be enemy.
And na true talk be that. So wetin happen na?
National Inland Waterways Authority NIWA don say make we no carry fear enter water. Make we full and wear life jackets, face mask, and a boat shake for this small. Make we no panic. Make we stay put like Iroko.
So make we no carry fear enter boat?
Yes, sir. Water transportation better well. Jolly good. Oga boat captain, red card for overloading, overspeeding, drink and drive. No NIWA pali. No transfer of passenger on top water go another boat. When boat dey move. No pump fuel give boat when passengers dey inside the boat. Wahala dey from this August. NIWA go call safety meeting o. Abeg, make we take responsibility. Obey NIWA order o. Safety NIWA all correct job. Na NIWA Lagos area office dey bring una this safety awareness message.
On Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube at Mainland 98.3 FM.
Gbogbo ẹ̀yọ́ ọmọ olúwa ohun ilé lóko lè yé bí nípínlẹ̀ Èkó àti nípínlẹ̀ Ògùn. Gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹ ti ṣe mọ̀ wípé ọjọ́ 29 oṣù kẹwàá 29 October 2022 láàkọ́kọ́ mú wáyẹyẹ Àwórì Day Cultural Festival. Ṣùgbọ́n kò tí lè yẹ kọ́jọ́ ọ̀hún bí ìgbìmọ̀ ìmọ̀ràn yín kí àtúnṣe rere púpọ̀. Ìdí díẹ̀ láwọn elétò náà bá yí ọjọ́ òun dà sí ọjọ́ 16 oṣù kọkànlá ọdún làgbéwà yìí 26 November 2022. Àmúrò wá pé kẹ́ yé ẹ̀mẹ́ òbínú kí àlẹ́ ìdálá ayẹyẹ Àwórìndé Cultural Festival ọmọ ìwáyé ní gbọ́n yìí 26 November 2022 ní Police College ní Wàlíkẹjà nílùú Èkó. Alálẹ̀ àdúgbò wa ẹni ní ìgbọ́sọ́fẹ́ ni mi ò gbọ́ o kí ìjì gbé obìnrin olùkéde Àwórìndé Central Planning Committee.
Platforms on Instagram at Mainland.
The 35th National Festival of Arts and Culture, Ekona Fest 2022, with the theme Culture and Peaceful Coexistence, holds from Monday the 7th to Sunday 13th November 2022 at the National Stadium, National Institute for Sports, Lagos State. Time 10 a.m. daily. The official opening ceremony will take place on Wednesday 9th November 2022. Time 11 a.m. Venue, Unicon Stadium, Lagos State. Ekona Fest 2022, promoting culture and peaceful coexistence. Otumba Olusegun Urushe OON, Chairman, National Festival Planning Committee, announcer.
When it really matters, we put in 100% because they mean the world to us. If you desire insurance services built around you, where claims are paid promptly, then come to Anchor Insurance. Anchor Insurance, where insurance truly works.
Welcome back. It's still Creative Nigeria here on Mainland 98.3 FM. My name is Bumi, by the way, and Frank is also here. And we are getting straight into our Villa Square segment this morning. Well, we will be having that conversation with Barrister Femi Martins, who is ready. He's feeling comfortable, and he's ready to answer the barrage of questions this morning.
Questions actually is kind of conversation.
Yeah.
And Femi, welcome to Villa Square, Creative Nigeria. This program is Creative Nigeria. So yes, so we how far is Lagos prepared? Just 4 days ago. So
you are 200% ready.
Whoa, wow. I like to hear that.
200% ready. We are not only ready for Nigeria, we are ready for the world.
Wow.
And we will witness an experience that will wow everyone because the preparation is top notch, and we actually have to give so much respect and gratitude to Mr. Governor, Mr. Tokandu, the best governor in Nigeria, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, for his commitment to ensure that the hospitality that will be experienced by all and sundry will be something that will be unprecedented. He has his heart into this, and he has given it all. He believes in one Nigeria, and he sees this as an opportunity to make Nigerians come together, particularly at this period when we have some challenges. Some people are saying, well, they want to go, they want to leave Nigeria, they want, this is the moment we all have to ensure everything that will bring us together as one unit should be encouraged, and Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu has really done that.
Okay. I got this through the grapevine, I have my ear to the ground, and I know I seen somewhere that you are a producer of a kind of play or a sketch or a theater thing, and they're coming up as part of the cover performance on Monday in the evening. Will you tell us about that? Because it has to do with togetherness. I think that's the team message of that play.
Yes.
The producer.
I'm not a producer.
Okay, so
I'm not a producer.
Okay, so
but I can tell you everything you will see on display is geared towards togetherness.
Okay.
And that wouldn't be an exception.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Let's just look at it. Yesterday I was at the stadium. Every other day, look at what's going on, and I find that a lot of people keep on coming around. And in fact, I'm beginning to, not I'm afraid, people in Lagos, say, look, we want to be a part of this. And I scratched my head. I said, we're going to have too much overflow. Of course, the National Stadium is very big.
Yes.
So, are you happy about those interests? And
I'm happy you've seen the National Stadium now.
Yes.
So you can tell me it's now looking like the best, one of the best stadiums in the world.
Yes.
And that is because the commitment to this cause by the governor and the state executive has been 200%.
Yes.
Now you have a stadium looking so clean, so neat.
Yes.
If you had seen that place some few months back and then you see the picture now, it's something else.
Yeah, it's very
and then, like you said, it's a very big place, so we're expecting a large turnout.
Okay.
Actually, this would perhaps be the biggest event of NAFEST, because states that hitherto would have had about 40, 50 participants coming are now saying they are coming with 100, over 100. Yes. So everyone wants to be in Lagos. And then you must also know that for some, Lagos is like they are going to Europe or to United States.
Yes.
They've never been to Lagos, and then they are looking forward to being here. And we are here ready to receive them, not only to receive them, to make them comfortable and happy.
Yes.
Right.
Thank you.
Echo for sure. Before I go back to Bumi, Echo for sure. I mean, people talk of Echo for sure, and Lagos gives a lot of finesse, a lot of bugayin. So the entertainment content, because I know there's a place, of course, for entertainment, and I also begin to dream about it. That this place every other evening, there's going to be a big turnout in the heart of Surulere, where, of course, is even the centerpiece of Lagos in terms of entertainment. So, can you also give us a little drive on that?
Firstly, I will say,
because if you
miss it, you miss heaven. Yeah, and then of course you rightly said Echo for sure, and we're going to show you we can show.
Wow.
Okay.
And then you also use Buga, which is Mr. Governor's favorite song.
Wow.
Then it's going to Buga everyone. Just watch out.
So we're going to go back to Bumi and then come back to you again. This is process. You're going to be with us also in this program. And when our listeners should just listen. Monday, just go on holiday, just to leave. Actually your company that, look, I want to go on leave, I want to rest. This is what I'm going to do. Echo NAFEST is just going to be wow. It's not just because you're hearing from Femi Martins. We are on ground every other day to bring up new things, what is going on there. And I believe me, I think it's going to, Lagos is not going to sleep. For this week. Of course, Lagos can sleep, but this time around they won't even keep vigil. So we'll be back to you and come back to Femi after some.
Honestly, I can't wait. I really cannot wait for Echo NAFEST. It's going to be my own first NAFEST experience, so I really am on the tips of my toes, getting geared up for that NAFEST. We'll go on a break now. Coming up next is our news segment, sponsored by Head Travels.
Hey Michael, we travel frequently and have to complain of travel services. How do you come by?
I use the services of one of the best travel outfits in Nigeria, Head Travel Agency.
Travel agency?
Yes, Head Travel Agency takes care of travel plans, ticketing, insurance, visa, and provides pocket-friendly fares helpful in this new life.
Really? What about holiday packages for families?
Trust Head Travel Agency on that. West
get to Head Travel Agency?
Very easy, my friend. Head Travel Agency is located in number 2 Ibro Avenue, Rainbow Estate, Trans Amadi, River State. Telephone 0907-893-5167. Lagos office, Parkview Estate, Ikoyi. Telephone 0806-24-60-292. Head Travel Agency, always in touch.
Welcome back, and this is our culture, technology, festivals, travels, hospitality, music, movies, business, water and brown water economy, insurance news, and sports tourism in collaboration with Head Travels. And it's been edited by Frank Meke. The 35th edition of National Festival of Arts and Culture, NAFEST, kicks off next week, Monday, November 7th, at the Festival City in the National Stadium, Surulere, Lagos. Advanced teams from the 36 states cultural contingents expected at the festival are already in Lagos. We have with us today in the studio Barrister Femi Martin, Special Advisor on Tourism to Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, to give us more insight on preparations on ground for this iconic Eko NAFEST. Harnessing the true values of Nigeria youth population is top game of National Institute for Hospitality and Tourism, NIHOTO, which has stepped out big time to create an exciting and innovative entrepreneurship opportunities for young persons and women in the 6 geopolitical zones of the country. Essentially targeted at graduates of the institute who will be trained and mentored on hands-on skills on cookery, confectionery, pastry, tour operation, tour guiding, travel trade business. The program, aptly captured as Sustainable Tourism Entrepreneurship Program STEP, trips on intense learning by doing curriculum. From next week, we shall run a sensitization commentaries on the agenda with a special NIHOTO team, including the DG Alhaji Nura Sani Kangiwa, joining us weekly to x-ray this step to economic freedom for Nigerian youths. The Lagos Access Bank Marathon will feature on this program from next week as we debut with our sports tourism segment. It will be treated with absolute dedication and professional reportage, which is our signature brand. Gambian Minister of Communications and Digital Economy Usman Ba says Nigeria has become a reference point in the management of telecommunications and digital economic regulation. Hence, Gambia is willing to learn from the Nigerian strategic efforts. Ba, who led Gambia telecom exports to the offices of Nigerian Communications Commission (NCC), admitted that Nigeria, Kenya, and South Africa are far ahead in the digital economy revolution on the African continent. Lagos Area Office Manager of National Inland Waterways Authority NIWA, Engineer Sarat Brahma, has warned boat operators and ferry services providers to be wary of high water tides and ensure that passengers fully comply with extant boarding rules. She spoke at a stakeholders meeting last week Friday, attended by the leadership and members of Association of Tourist Boat Operators and Water Transporters of Nigeria at Boatin, Waterfront Boat Owners and Water Transporters Association of Nigeria, Wabotan, Maritime Workers Union, Sea Coach Lag Ferry, and Texas Connection, where she advised red flag alert as most littoral communities in the country are facing flooding, which has ravaged farmlands, livestock and fish farms, with property and homes destroyed and human lives lost in the process. Engineer Sarat Brahma further stated that NIWA Lagos will partner with stakeholders to avert likely dangers of environmental dislocation and impact on Lagos waterways. In other news, about 200 million Nigerians lack access to mobile broadband coverage in the country. GSMA, the global body representing telecommunications across the world, in its State of Mobile Interconnectivity 2022 report, say that Sub-Sahara Africa region has the largest mobile broadband coverage and usage gaps. It further fingers Central Africa of having 39% gaps. That's about 60 million people out of coverage. 64 million people in West Africa. That's about 16%. In Eastern Africa, 45 million people, that's about 13%, and in South Africa, 26 million people, that is 12%. Coverage deployment seems to have nosedived in 2021. Same time, the percentage of population captured on mobile internet usage were on the increase, though on those already covered by the mobile broadband. Nigeria, South Africa and Kenya were top hubs as fintech startup blossoms across Africa, with Nigeria growing greater percentage of 81 deals logged in Africa. MasterCard study report says fintech contributed 27% of the deals closed at 61% of the $2.7 billion raised in Africa in 2021. CryptoSource TM, a program to enable financial institutions offer crypto services to their customers, has been launched by MasterCard. And finally, we shall end our news bits with music news as Ayo Balogun, that's Wizkid. His latest song, Money and Love, has blown away Google and Twitter trends within hours of release on Friday, October 28th, 2022. Wizkid Essence holds the track record on debut at number 10 on music streaming platform Spotify global album charts with his Made in Lagos smash hit. And that's the news as brought to you courtesy Head Travels and edited by Frank Meke.
Hey Michael, you travel frequently and have a complaint of travel services. How do you come by?
I use the services of one of the best travel outfits in Nigeria, Head Travel Agency.
Travel agency?
Oh yes, Head Travel Agency takes care of travel plans, ticketing, insurance, visa, and provides pocket-friendly fares helpful in this new normal.
Really? What about holiday packages for family?
Trust Head Travel Agency on that. On request, the agency provides both local and international holiday packages with detailed country situation reports, car hire, and hotel reservation.
Where can I locate Head Travel Agency?
Very easy, my friend. Head Travel Agency is located in number 2 Ibro Avenue, Rainbow Estate, Trans Amadi, River State. Telephone 0907-893-5167. Lagos office, Parkview Estate, Ikoyi. Telephone 0806-24-63292. Head Travel Agency, always in touch.
Social media platforms on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube
Welcome back and thank you for staying tuned. This is still Creative Nigeria. So we're back to our Villa Square segment, but just before that, we want to make some mentions. There was an inauguration that happened during the week of Mrs. Sarat Brahma, the area manager of NIWA. She was inaugurated as fellow Nigerian Society of Engineers. So we just want to extend our congratulations to her. That's a huge one. Yeah. A fellow. Great one.
Yes, the young lady actually done well in Lagos.
Yes, she has.
And I think the fellow the fellowship, let me call that, because the fellow is a fellowship of that critical aspect of Nigerian economy, the engineering ecosystem. For she to women run away from such studies in school, but she stood out through, and of course now as a fellow, more high document set. So unfortunately in the courts they stand up. But yes, but they're sitting comfortably. Show that we are very considerate, when it comes to that. So that's a good one, really, coming out of that music. And of course, you can see also on the music segment. So of course, I'm going to ask Femi when we get back on this way, because in Lagos, from Ebenezer Obey, Sonny Ade, Victor Laya,
Orlando.
Everybody that's everybody has a stake in
Lagos.
Started with Lagos. Fela, of course, transform. So Lagos is like in India. Of course, you can see flamingos. It's enough to a Nigerian musician. In fact, I saw somewhere that Malawians were even claiming that the young man belongs to them. So that's how Femi will tell us that this is, you're going to see. I understand that young people come in, not the old ones, but you're going to see a mix of the young and the old. So it's going to be a dance out all through, and some of them from there will grow into becoming world icons. And that's what Lagos have done. I think we need to be credited that. But a city state in Nigeria, just like maybe in Dubai, they talk about Dubai. If you know Lagos, you don't need to go out there. Honestly, because this time we read NAFES and Femi is here will tell us. Lagos really come out with its full potentials as Africa's biggest entertainment city. I tell you, because let's go. Yes. So that critical environment to which Lagos provides for people to thrive in the best thing they can do. It's also what the governor is also doing. Can see the transformations, all over the city. And all those people, they just say, well, this is none of those. In fact, for me, I don't vote at elections, but I vote for him.
Thank you very much.
Amazing. That's a self-confession.
I did vote. Well, it's going to be a landslide, really. From what we can see. And you've not seen anything yet. The ministry also has, tourism ministry has some things coming up, like the Lekki Film City. That will bring Nigeria to the world. And the commitment of Mr. Governor on that too is the usual thing you always get from him on every project he touches. He turns stone to gold. And on the issue of music, you can be sure you have to dance all through the next 10 days. You'll be dancing, you'll be happy, and the whole nation will be happy because everything is set. Let me just put it that way. The best of musicians are coming for both the opening and the closing. Also, during the competition, you have things like the command performance, you have match past, you have archery, you have fabric and fashion, you have IO, you have food competition, you have essay competition, so name it. So it's gonna be a period of fun. And then it's, preceding the Yuletide season. We are
so it's like a countdown into
it's like a countdown into the Yuletide season, and we are warming everyone up for Christmas.
I was actually also going to ask you, because I have teenage children. What is the attraction for the young ones? Because it's interesting to know that yes, the adults will get this and that, but what's the attraction for the younger ones?
It's a competition.
Okay.
And then that should actually be the greatest interest for the young ones. Although we also have
there's also children theater.
Yes, there's children theater. I was coming to that. There is room decoration.
Oh, okay.
Which will interest the kids also. And we have taken care of both the young and the old.
That's good. And that's good to know.
And it's a well packaged thing.
Let me also add. Maybe Femi will see me later. See, it is very important. Because these young persons have not seen Eyo.
Yes.
So you're going to make a critical, appearance. In fact, it's got, that is the showpiece of Lagos.
Yes.
That's Lagos cultural showpiece.
It's coming up. It's coming up, and although they wouldn't touch you with this.
No.
They will pray for people, and it's going to be a very beautiful scene.
Okay, fantastic. Let's see here. So we just wait on because we're going to discuss more. So, where are we on to now?
We go straight to our No Nigeria segment, where on this segment we take you round Nigeria, one state at a time. And today, I'm not going to take a break before I introduce you to this state. We're going this morning to Sokoto State. Sokoto State is one of the 36 states of Nigeria, located in the extreme northwest of the country on the national border with the Republic of Niger. Its capital and largest city is the city of Sokoto. Sokoto is located near to the confluence of the Sokoto River and the Rima River. Being the seat of the former Sokoto's Caliphate, the city is predominantly Muslim and an important seat of Islamic learning in Nigeria. The Sultan, who heads the Caliphate, is effectively the spiritual leader of Nigerian Muslims. Sokoto is a major trade center in leather crafts, a significant export, kola nuts, goat skins and sheep skins, cattle hides and camel hides, sorghum, millet, rice, fish, peanuts, that's groundnuts, cotton, onions and tobacco. A nearby cement plant uses the limestone in which Sokoto State abounds. Leatherworking is still done mainly by craftsmen in traditional mud-walled compounds. Sokoto also has some tanneries and a modern abattoir and refrigeration plant. Tourist attractions in Sokoto State include the Sultan of Sokoto Palace, the Sokoto Museum, Heritage Museum, Gibadi Rocks, Shehu Kangiwa Square, formerly known as Ginginya, and Goronyo Dam. Then let's take you to their local delicacy. I believe dawo is a local delicacy usually made from millet. After washing the millet and removing unwanted particles, the millet is blended. It is then boiled and put in a mortar to smooth mix. The mixture is then molded into circular shapes. Condiments such as ginger and pepper are added to make it tastier. This is later mixed with local yogurt and it is ready to serve. Dawo is called fura in other parts of the northern Nigeria. That's Sokoto State in a nutshell.
Yeah, well, but you did also for me. I think you forgot to let us know.
Yeah.
That this is brought to us by
us.
So it's very important.
Yeah.
Very important. Before we go talk about Sokoto and move on, we're going to come back to our foodies in this country. And I think that's one aspect of NAFES that a lot of people. That's my best.
The food competition.
Yeah, you see Nigeria at its best.
Yeah.
Every other look, the diversity is so in our food culture is so enormous, and I think from NAFES we start exporting. But I think as a tendency of the country, Lagos, we're sure going to have the best. It's a table full, and of course. It's free of charge.
It's free of charge.
Yes. The governor will give us the free of charge. Yes. So we will. It's done. We will go credit Topaz Travels. Then we'll go call up Wale Olapade, and then we'll go to our business again. I will begin to roll down as the case may be. We don't want Mobola to look me in the eye today.
So Topaz Travels, let's roll.
Hello there! The world of travel changes in seconds, and Order Post Requirements needs the touch of a professional to help you navigate through the challenges of airline cancellation, delays, and health requirements. At Purpose Travels and Tours, we help you keep eyes on the ball, processing your travel needs with ease, taking your stress away. For your international and local travel tickets, travel insurance, reservations, hotel bookings, car hire services, and visa guidance, you can trust us to deliver as your ultimate choice. You can reach us via WhatsApp on 080-9401-5458 or call 080-3313-8658 or visit our corporate office at Suite F8, first floor, Robson Mall, Plot 2425, Herbert Macaulay Way, Wuse Zone 4, Abuja. Email info@topastravel.com.ng. Topaz Travels and Tours. Stress-free travel.
media platforms.
Welcome back. Well, Villa Square, well, let's hope that we can connect with Prince Wale Olafade right now. He is a journalist with Tribune newspapers. I think we've connected with him. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning to you, Prince. My name is Bumibade Adeniji. I'm with Frank Meke here on Creative Nigeria, and yes, you are one of our guests on our Villa Square segment this morning.
Yeah.
So I'll just hand you over to Frank, who will just go ahead right now.
Yeah, well, it's just two questions. I know you're always in Lagos, but today you couldn't make it down because a lot of things on your hands. You were in Lagos last week, and you had a feel of the preparations of Lagos as a journalist and, of course, a spokesperson for Federation of Tourism Associations of Nigeria. How would you describe the preparation?
I think Lagos, Lagos has this slogan, Lagos for sure, and they're always on top of their game. I would say the preparation is awesome. They've done all what they're supposed to do. They put their tickets into the market that is coming, and I know they're going to wire a lot of people coming for the first edition of NAFEST. Yeah.
Well, so I also taking one over because I run with time. If we are going to bring somebody to NAFEST, what would you want the person to look at, or which aspect of NAFEST would you want the person to actually look out for?
NAFEST is going to be loaded, and it's not only appealing to the mixed market, it's appealing to the general market.
Okay.
I would choose a particular market, but NAFEST is coming as a deep meat in your mouth. You don't need to chew everything. So you're going to see the entirety of Nigeria. You're going to see Nigeria in the middle. You're going to see the Nigeria roots. You're going to see the under the you're going to see everything, culture, food, and everything. So it's going to be a big one. You're not able to chew everything. But you see the colors of culture. We are not buying Nigerian together. The capital state and the capital and territory, what bind us together. You find out that what binds us together is more than what divides us. So that's what NAFEST stands for, and that's what I want you to come and see.
All right, well, thank you for this intervention. I wish we would have been here live. The networks are not too clean, but again, that's one area because it's an economy, the digital economy. We needed to look at our telecom very well, and we'll talk about that. We know that there are challenges, but of course, other countries are coming here to study how we are managing that, and that is very interesting. Which means the world is watching where we're going, and of course, Lagos is always the key. So, Wale, thank you very much for coming on this program. Lagos tomorrow, and then maybe in the week we also bring you live here. We have with us this morning Femi Martins, special advisor to the governor of Lagos State, the man possibly that will force me out of my house to vote. All right, well, it's doing well.
You're doing well on Dylan radio. You're doing well. Yeah. Keep the fire on. Keep it on.
Thank you, brother. So we're going to thank you, brother. So we're going to go to our music session, and then we will end up because it's very quick. We're discussing with Femi about the content. Lagos, capital of Nigeria entertainment.
Yeah.
They know more of Nigeria, Africa. Believe me, and that's the truth. Yeah. Everybody wants to come to Lagos because you get the best of it. Look at these guys. We call out their names. These are iconic persons. Persons. Even the oldies.
The oldies
are making heroes all over the world. People are now coming to Nigeria to come and study. This book me a song. I'm going to bring that lady here. Every records. I'm going to bring her here soon. So we're going to talk about keeping this critical aspect, documentation. Of
it's very important because that's how it's passed on.
Very, very important. So we'll just do our music, show, and then we will now come back to Femi, and then we'll wrap up.
Okay, so on our music segment, I'll just let you have the music, just have a bit of dance, and then I'll introduce him to you, and then we can talk about him afterwards.
Right.
No, that's not it. We do appreciate it when through music you pass on messages. Through music you are able to keep the culture alive, and that's what this man has done. I just want to give you a bit of a rundown about him. Of course, you all know that this is the music, the evergreen hits Dumare Darijiwon, which was recorded by Chief Ebenezer Obey, which means God forgive them. Obey was born on the 3rd of April 1942 to an Egba Yoruba ethnic background family. Obey, whose real names are Ebenezer Remilekun Aremu Olashupo Fabiyi, was born in Idogo, Ogun State. I hope I got that right. Nigeria, of Egba Yoruba ethnic background. He is of the Owu subgroup of the Egba. Ebenezer Obey began his professional career in the mid-1950s after moving to Lagos. He formed a band called the International Brothers in 1964, playing high life juju fusion. The band later metamorphosed into Inter-Reformers in the early 1970s with a long list of juju album hits on the West African Decca musical label. Obey began experimenting with Yoruba percussion style and expanding on the band by adding more drum kits, guitars, and talking drums. As a characteristic of Nigerian Yoruba social circle music, the Inter-Reformers band excelled in praise singing for rich Nigerian socialites and business tycoons. Obey, however, is also renowned for Christian spiritual themes in his music and has since the early 1990s retired into Nigerian gospel music industry. A great man, I must say.
What we try to do here is to bring in, you may not understand the lyrics, but we'll bring it we're talking about a NAFES that will bring Nigeria together. That if there are issues, of course, as human beings, there will be issues that we need to forgive ourselves. Femi, I think that's why we are Femi really, because he is driving Lagos content in NAFES, and we're saying that a city like this, that each family is represented. I tell you, there's no way possible we will not start on ourselves and also can. So through this NAFES, we say yes. Femi, it doesn't make sense.
We must all eschew bitterness and all those things that divide us, and start focusing on things that can bring us together, like this NAFES. And also we have to look at the economic angle of it. A lot of people are going to make a lot of money selling and and transportation, even the digital economy. Everyone's going to make money, and then this goes into the films agenda of the Lagos State government, and then it's an opportunity to showcase what we have been able to do through the themes agenda, and then everyone is going to be impressed.
I think we'll try a rundown so that Sandra will be happy to. So we're going to do a rundown, and I want to thank you for coming. We should keep him on. And I thank your team that have always been around here. We've had for the past 1 week or 2 weeks. We're doing it for about a month now. Doing the countdown. So we'll try and go down today. I'll say, look, come around on Monday. My first is free. Femi Abasholo, the governor. Like I said, I don't know. I forgive everybody who say they don't agree with me, but I do. That I'm going to be the first. I'll come out first to be the man to cast the vote. This man deserves very much. Thank you very much. And of course, we're going to see hands in my face.
Yes,
I want to bring him to the studio to come.
Yes.
Femi, can you do that for us? To bring the governor to dance at this studio, during the NAFES.
Mr. Governor has a tight schedule, but we oblige almost all strata. So
So we look forward to that.
We look forward to that.
So you owe me that.
Yes.
You owe us
no problem. Take it to the bank.
Of course, I already give it to the bank, and they told me it's there. I like this. Let's listen to this. Let's listen to that dancer. I want to thank everybody for listening out today. We try to discipline ourselves in time. Sometimes we feel carried away.
Yeah.
The studio
is so comfortable.
So comfortable.
So it's easy to get carried away.
So comfortable. So thank you, everybody. My name is Ramike. See you next week, and of course, be sure you hear Bumi. I don't know where I'll be on Thursday because we're part of this festival. Yeah. But definitely we'll drag everybody. I said, we also somebody hinted that won't reveal the name. Okay. We'll try and get the commissioner to come. Yeah. Because everybody has been here. So let's see if she can come. Yeah. And then we will take it from there. Maybe it's that hit of Nafes, so we would have seen a lot that happen.
Exactly. And then we'll be able to have a
take it from there.
Correct conversation. Yeah. Well, many thanks to all our listeners, everyone who has been a part of this show. Honestly, you've made this show a beautiful one. Many thanks to Omobola Sandra. Thank you for what you've done for us on the console. It's been amazing. I really don't want to bring this to a close, but yeah,
she's laughing.
We will be here again next week, Thursday, so you won't miss us too much. Just 1 week interval. But be sure that we're going to bring you tidbits from NAFEST here on our show. Okay, my name is Bumi, and it's been a great pleasure doing this show. Many thanks again to Barrister Femi Martins. Thank you for coming.
Thank
and for the whole team. Many thanks. Yeah, I like that. That's his own welcome to Lagos. And once you hear his voice, he's representing the governor. So that's a governor's welcome that he just got.
I forgot to that. The governor is in here. Sorry.
No, he's representing the governor.
Let's go.
I will be in the able hands of Chief Ebenezer Obey with Edumari Darijimo. See you next week.